welcome to part 3, guys. It's at this point that I realise I've made a slight mistake with how I'm setting out my traps here, but that's not much of a problem. We'll make sure to sort that out very shortly. Yeah, you could actually throw dragons in here as well. I thought that I actually thought that dragons wouldn't manufacture, but it's only vampires who won't. Vampires who will actually straight up refuse. Great to have a magic door there. Will take an age to beat down for most guys, and there's a surprise waiting behind it as well. Make sure to lock the front door, because that'll just mean your imps won't go roaming. Yeah, this is where I realise I made a mistake here, and seek to rectify that as fast as possible.
A door has been manufactured.
What I'm doing now also is hardwiring the workshop. Basically, as long as the number of traps of a certain type is lower than the one before it, that's what the workshop will make. So at this point the workshop is just going to constantly churn out boulder traps as long as I keep placing them. It's the same with doors. They will, if we have wooden braced and iron doors in stock, then they will just keep churning out magic doors if I keep placing and selling them.
A trap has been manufactured.
And that is one of the main attractions of this level. Now that's our first mistress, and I've decided at this point we are almost done with placing all the traps. I'm just putting them some on this side as well. And when we are done, I'm going to start a production line so that I can sell traps and doors in order to fund my creatures' training. So what I'm doing is creatures that are exclusively...
Some of your minions are unable to reach their lairs.
Some of the creatures that are exclusively fighting creatures like mistresses and orcs and aren't too expensive to train, I am going to train them up. Although this is where micromanagement comes in. You have to keep a very close eye on your money. As long as you keep your creatures down to about 35 and your payday to about 14k, this should be pretty easy to maintain if you've got a very active workshop, which is what we actually have at this point in time.
A trap has been manufactured.
I'm going to sell that lava trap and put another boulder trap in its place, and then we will be ready to roll. And I can now start my production line and get some money together for training mistresses and orcs. I've got the orc up to level 5 there and stuck it in the workshop just because it's got the haste spell, so it'll keep going quickly. You can let it train higher. It's not really a concern.
Cannot get to a hatchery.
But that's what you've got to watch out for. You've always got to make sure that your creatures in the training room don't starve or get angry or anything like that. Just hold the hand of evil over the site and you'll figure out which one it is soon enough.
is payday.
Okay, so we've got another payday going, so it's unlock and lock the door again. At this point I decide my force is significant enough that I can begin to let the heroes in.
You have tunneled into a new area. Your creatures are under attack.
Once you have done that, make sure to grab hold of any imps that are there and drop them back, and then it's just a case of waiting. The heroes will...
The enemy is destroying your rooms.
No need to worry about that. That's actually a bug, and I have no idea why that happens. But I got it to repeat itself on a couple of occasions.
A door has been manufactured.
Again, I'm dumping level 1 creatures as they come into the dungeon at the moment. No adding to my paydays.
A door has been manufactured.
Let's keep on selling traps. As long as you've got about 25k, you can train creatures.
A trap has been manufactured.
And I believe it's at this...
To reach their lairs.
I believe at this point we're going to watch the computer cheat. And yes, don't worry, this is just the initial wave, it's not
a door has been manufactured.
There are plenty more heroes out there, this isn't what I was afraid of.
A trap has been
Oh,
manufactured.
they've all gone. This isn't the bit where the computer cheats, but we'll get to that very shortly.
A trap has been manufactured.
Me getting a bit confused about where I've put my treasure room. No. Should never knock down one of my doors, you never know what's behind it. Now let's play a bit of ping pong with a...
A trap has been manufactured.
Okay, so now we'll just replace the traps. Well, the doors and the traps.
A door has been manufactured.
And the traps will be replaced by the imps when they get round to it. And we come up to our first set of really nice items, which is a lot of gold. But also there's a lot of archers around there, and if I let my imps go through there, they're going to get murdered. You'll notice I've found them on another payday again, because that's obviously the way that the computer likes these sort of things. Same again, dump the dragons. You'll notice that I am keeping my gold around the point where I can always afford a payday, etc. You just have to be very careful.
A trap has been manufactured.
Dragons can be pretty rubbish at breaking down doors. For some reason they miss. So we'll have to get some more. We'll have to get some different kind of help in this situation. Warlocks can bust down doors, they're good at that sort of thing. But we will see how the rest of it goes when we come back for part 4.